Hi guys, welcome back. So for this PK card reading, we're going to identify what type of soul are you, because it's actually divided into three groups. The first group would be the earth-based souls. Second group would be interplanetary soul. And the third one would be angelic soul. And this is something I'm so excited to be doing because it's actually inspired by psychologist and author of the book Evolving Souls, who is Dr. Linda Beckman. So let's go ahead and find out what type of soul are you. But before we do that, let me show you the options. And honestly, I would really suggest for you guys to only pick one. All right. Pick which of these three crystals you're drawn to the most. This is for group number 1, and that is Lemurian Quartz. Group number 2 is one of my ever favorite crystals, very high vibrational, which is Elestial Quartz. And then for group number 3, we have Clear Quartz. So take your pick. Are you excited? Group number 1, you have chosen Lemurian Quartz. Let's go ahead and find out what type of soul are you. Earth-based, interplanetary, or is it angelic soul? Let's find out. Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective who chose group number 1. What type of soul is group number 1? The scribe. Nine of Earth. Now this is crazy. No kidding, you guys. As I was shuffling, I just realized this is deja vu. My gosh. Then he got healing. I wasn't expecting this. Then you have thought. Queen of Ear. And then Nine of Fire. Bottom of the deck, you have Queen of Earth. All right. So here's what I'm seeing, group number 1. This is very, very straightforward. A lot of you who chose this group, although we still have a lot of cards to pull, so hopefully there's no mixture of energies, because I was really telling you guys to only pick one crystal as much as possible. But for group number 1, I'm already picking up that most of you chose this pile or this group. You guys are earth-based souls, meaning you have reincarnated or you've come to this earth several times already, all right? And on this plane we call Earth, it's definitely really challenging, all right? I remember my late father telling me that this is one of the most difficult realm, all right? Because life is just cool, all right? If you flunk, you have to retake the exam again. And there's a lot of challenges, there's a lot of lessons, and I'm definitely seeing that here as well. And I'm drawn to the scribe. Scribe is somebody who preserves information, kind of like a record keeper as well. And so I'm actually getting that, yeah, a lot of you chose this pile. You've been here on this earth a lot of times, okay? I'm even picking up some of you guys who chose this pile are also healers, especially got the healing card. I'm getting hermit, all right, where somebody's very wise, somebody who has a lot of deep knowledge or who always wanted to learn things. I'm also getting as well that the people who chose this pile, either they are also very much connected to nature too, all right? I won't be surprised if some of you are empaths or some of you are also psychics. I also got that very, very strongly. Some of you are shamans before as well, right? Medicine man or medicine woman. That's the vibe I'm getting here. But when it comes to the type of soul, I'm getting that most of you chose this pile so far are earth-based souls. You've been here on this earth several times, right? Not just once, several times. But let's see what the rest of the cards would show us. What type of soul is group number 1? Alrighty. You got movement. Oops. Wheel of Fortune. Right. Wow. This is definitely suggesting to me that you came back several times on this plane. Wow. That's the message I'm actually hearing from Spirit just by looking at these two cards with the Chariot card and the Wheel of Fortune. All right. I feel it's also because some of you needed to come back to this earth because you actually needed to either, yeah, kind of like complete a cycle, because Wheel of Fortune is also talking about cycles as well. There's something about karmic completion. I'm really picking that up. And again, I'm drawn to the Chariot card and the traditional tarot, right? We actually see a black and a white horse. In this case, it's a seahorse. But so I'm actually more of like picking up that as human beings who are actually on this earth, we do have free will, right? And so for me, Chariot is talking about decisions or even choices. Do you do good or do you do bad? And whatever it is that you act upon, all right, will actually reflect about who you truly are. Plus, of course, with everything that we're actually doing, right, whether it's good or bad, there is what we call karma. And Wheel of Fortune is also a karma card. So I'm really picking up, honestly, for group number 1, that you guys are earth-based souls, all right? You've come to this earth, or you came back to this earth several times to learn a lesson, all right? There's something about cycles or completion, all right, of a cycle. Yes, you got well-deserved reward. So there's actually something about being focused more on material things. That's also the energy I'm getting with this 9 of Pentacles card. More like the 3D. Then you have past life issue. Bingo. My gosh. It says here, the situation has a basis in one of your previous lifetimes. Ask your angels to help you remember, release, learn, and heal from your past experiences. What did I say? The reason as to why we actually come back on this realm is because of we really needed to close out some cycles, or maybe we needed to kind of like learn a specific lesson, or maybe clear some karmic debts as well. All right. So for group number 1, this is a clear sign that you are an earth-based soul. You've been on this earth, or this realm we call earth, several times. And this is also a very strong message for some of you guys, of course. You're being asked to heal your past lives, all right? And to ask the angels to help you remember something about your past life so you can finally, close out maybe a repeating pattern or a cycle that kept on repeating for you, so you can actually make peace from the past, right? Wow. This is very, very interesting. But let's just pull up the rest of the cards, even though I'm really seeing here for group number 1, a lot of you guys who chose this pile are earth-based souls. Okay, you got decrease. Then you got yin yang. Yeah. All right. So there's definitely something about balance. All right. I'm also hearing very strongly that maybe there's also a few of you who are originally from the angelic realm. All right. Yeah. So I'm getting a mixture now. But for most of you, I'm picking up earth-based souls. Because now I'm actually also getting this vibe that some of you are also from the angelic realm who decided or who came to earth, all right? And those are angelic souls. But for most of you, like what I said, you guys are actually earth-based. Then you got fear. Ooh, yeah, you got the world card. Oh my gosh. Bingo. Exactamundo. So, yeah, like what I said, a lot of you chose this pile are earth based souls. And so, on this plane we call Earth, or in this realm we call Earth, like what I said, it's not really that easy, all right? We will definitely be experiencing so many challenges, and we have to learn from those mistakes. It's like we have to retake the exam, we have to pass the exam so we can actually elevate, right? And so that's exactly what I'm picking up here for group number one. And like what I said earlier, I really do feel that you guys are also being encouraged to heal your past lives, all right? There's something from your past life that is probably interfering with your present moment, or it's still causing some sort of like a negative impact, all right? And so it's very, very important to be able to identify some past life issues that you may have that kept on repeating even on this lifetime. And again, world card, it's also talking about cycles, all right, or completion of a cycle. So I'm really picking out for group number one, maybe you had some sort of like fears or traumas or phobias from your previous lifetimes that is also affecting you in the present moment or in this lifetime as well. Very, very short, straightforward, okay? I'm just really getting here at that for group number one. A lot of you are earth-based souls. Then he also got sad embrace. A leg up, okay. Miracles, and then a deep breath. All right, so here's what I'm seeing on the next set of cards. Although we've already identified that you guys are earth-based souls, I'm actually picking up here that part of the past life issue that I'm sensing, it had something to do with abandonment, all right? So if you've been experiencing that on this current lifetime, or there are some abandonment wounds, whether it's actually also rooted from your childhood, from a caregiver, a parent, because I'm drawn to this leg card, all right? And there is actually a mother bear and a baby bear. There's something about dependency, all right? And perhaps this cycle kept on repeating over and over again. This is actually a challenge that you guys can actually overcome, all right? So if you're resonating with, yes, I am currently experiencing that, or I noticed that that pattern kept on repeating, either I feel as if I'm being abandoned by the people I love, or I may have abandonment wounds, know that this is actually rooted from your past life, and this is something that needs to be resolved or healed, okay? And this is also the reason as to why you are an earth-based soul. You are here because you needed to learn a lesson. You need to overcome a particular challenge. And yes, Spirit is saying you can overcome that. Always remember that awareness is power or superpower, right? And so now that you are aware of it, group number one, especially if you're resonating with that very specific challenge around phobias or traumas or codependency or even abandonment wounds, it's about time, all right, to face it and heal it as well, all right? That way, this would actually help you to grow, or it's actually going to be helping you for your soul's growth. Wow, I love this for group number one. This is very, very interesting. Some of you, I'm hearing Aztec. I don't know why I keep on hearing Aztec. I'm also hearing, yeah, for some of you guys, you might have been, yeah, living as a monk before. Yeah, I'm also hearing that right now. I'm getting past lives right now, which is weird. But yeah, I also got Aztec very, very strongly. And I'm also drawn to this polar bear. Yeah. I suddenly remembered this book that I actually read in the past. It's actually by Edgar Casey. Yeah. And it had something to do with some traumas, right? For instance, this is just an example, which is actually based from the book that I read from Edgar Casey. And this person is actually kind of like always afraid to either make love with her husband. She's always afraid, like she doesn't feel so comfortable making love to her husband when they're actually married and she has to perform her duties as a wife, right? And so it turned out that the reason as to why she's kind of like that, it's because of, it turned out that her current husband was her brother from a previous lifetime, and her brother actually sexually abused her, which makes sense as to why she has this fear. She has this fear in being intimate or even making love with her current husband, who was her brother from a previous lifetime. So I'm getting that as well for group number one. There are some issues from a past life, and it's something to do with fear, whether it's fear of abandonment, okay, or any other fear that you may actually have. If you want, you can identify something about your current phobias or what is it that you're fearful about, because this is definitely telling me that it's rooted from a past life. All right, let's try to pull up more. Fear. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? You saw me shuffle. I can't make that up. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. All right, so for group number one, there's really something about phobias, okay? About fear. And it's rooted from a past life. Like what I said several times. Make sure that you try to identify that, okay? And try to overcome that fear. This is part of the cycle that you need to close out to overcome that particular fear that you may actually have. That's why I have to give out that example, all right, in which this woman was so scared, like she felt as if that she can't breathe whenever her husband would want her to be intimate with each other, or would want her to, be intimate with him. And so that is the reason as to why she's fearful. It's because of a past life issue. So try to identify what is it that you're fearful about, all right? What are those phobias? Because I tell you, it is definitely related to a past life that needs to be closed out. Others of you, I'm just really getting something around dependency or codependency or abandonment wounds that needs to be resolved. Okay, so speaking of which, but first, let me just pull this up, and then I'll pull up some past life cards. But let's pull this up first. Okay. Yeah, you got elevator. I was just talking about once you were able to kind of like complete a cycle, it's like you are accelerating or you are actually ascending. That's the energy I'm getting with this elevator card. So it's like when you pass the exam, all right, since life is actually school, all right? We take the exam. We actually need to pass the test. But if we flunk the test, if we flunk the exam, we have to go back and redo it or retake the test, right? Until you're able to pass it, overcome it, and then you ascend. Oh my gosh. I feel as well that some of you guys serves as a huge inspiration for many people in the past, okay? You guys are very, very creative. A lot of you chose this pile are definitely connected to Mother Gaia. You might be an empath. And like what I said earlier, some of you guys are healers, all right? Medicine men or medicine women, okay? Wow. And then you got diving for light. So a lot of you guys, you are actually being encouraged as well to shine your light. So some of you, that's why I'm picking up, there's a small portion of angelic souls as well who kind of like check out this pile, all right? But for majority of you, I'm really picking up, you guys are earth-based souls. But I'm actually also seeing here, based on these three cards, that a lot of you live so many lifetimes in which some of you may have inspired a lot of people, or you may actually, kind of like try to work with so many people in the past to help them, all right? That's also what I'm getting. But there is a need for group number one to resolve some past life issue that is interfering with their present moment. So try to identify that. Let's try to pull up past life cards now. You got love life, right? So again, divine love is actually different from how humans feel love or demonstrate love, by the way. So maybe there are some sort of like issues around love life for some of you, okay? Maybe this issue kept on repeating over and over again. For others of you, I'm actually picking up somebody's kind of like afraid of relationship. I'm picking up a guy watching this, all right? You may be kind of like scared to be intimate or to be open towards someone. I'm hearing that right now. I don't know who is this for, but I'm picking up it's a male energy, all right? And again, it's rooted from a past life issue. Others of you, it's just some love life problems that maybe you have been experiencing even on this lifetime. So either in your previous lifetime, you actually had some sort of like disappointment as well in the love department, or maybe you got involved as well in an affair. That's another example. So some issues around love life is what I'm getting here. A lot of cards. Let's get two more. Yeah, unrequited love. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right, now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. So somebody's kind of like afraid of love, either because of they're afraid of rejection or they're afraid of abandonment, okay? Or it's also possible that in a previous lifetime you were rejected. And this is also something that you may have been also experiencing in this present lifetime too, in which you feel as if that it's always a one-sided thing, okay? So this is something that group number one really needed to look into so that you can finally close out this pattern from repeating or some toxic cycle that kept on repeating for you. No wonder you got the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, and then you got persecution and inquisition. So there's really something about rejection, honestly. I'm really getting that energy of rejection. And that's because some of you at the bottom of the deck, you got High Priest or High Priestess. Maybe, yeah, there's something about rejection. Maybe, for instance, you were actually a person who's very spiritual, even in your previous lifetimes. You've been practicing something esoteric or divination. And a lot of people back then will actually see that as something dark or see that as something bad. So maybe some of you also, yeah, got even killed for it, or you got murdered, or yeah, I'm really getting that energy with this persecution and inquisition. And so again, that's why I'm picking up the energy of rejection. So some of you may be feeling as if that you're rejected or that a lot of people are judging you unfairly. I'm also getting that too. Others of you, there's something about unrequited love. Maybe you felt as if that you're so unlucky in love, or you may be kind of like attracting emotionally unavailable people as well. There's really something about love life and fear, okay? So take a look at those things, because this is definitely something that you guys need to look into, because it's really going to be helpful for you. Once you're able to resolve this, this is going to help your soul to evolve, all right, to ascend. Wow. I love this reading. That's why I'm so excited to be doing this. Let's get three more cards. Ooh, what is this? Weaken, sorcerer, magic. So yeah, I feel that some of you guys are either, yeah, doing some witchcraft, all right, even at this very present moment, or maybe you were a sorceress or a sorcerer before even, which makes sense, because remember, you got the high priest or high priestess, okay? And so, like what I said earlier, maybe you've been doing some esoteric stuff, divination, and all that. And back then, of course, if you're doing all these stuffs, you will even be, burned at the stake, right? So I'm just really getting here that there's something about rejection. There's actually something about judgment, all right, towards, or from other people towards you. That's really what I'm picking up. And this is also rooted from your past life. Some of you used to be working at the Air Force or Navy or military. Let's just put it that way. Oh my gosh. Some of you are musicians, all right, performers or dancers, all right. So these are your previous lifetimes as well. Some of you are really doing some sort of like esoteric stuffs or spiritual career, actually, divination, all right. So let me actually just pull up this card first. And then I'm just going to be pulling up some messages for you. Yeah, kinship, meditation, right? Sovereign. Yeah, some of you back in Egypt, I'm drawn to this image, which is giving me Egyptian vibes. Yeah, kind of like Cleopatra. So some of you, maybe, yeah, you were an Egyptian before, which makes sense. That's why I said you guys are earth-based souls. You've come to this earth, or you came back to this earth many times, several times. And again, it says ascension, all right? So like what I said, group number one, it's very, very important that you have to look into your past life issues. Identify that, because awareness is superpower. Once you're aware of what needs to be resolved, then you can actually start dealing with it, all right? So you can heal. And once you're able to heal, you can finally ascend, okay? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I really love this reading. So, before we actually end this reading, let me just get some messages for you. Start off with this one. It says, taking shelter. The answers are within. You're being encouraged, group number one, to go within. That's why I got the meditation card, all right? Go within. Take some time out. Take some time as well to embrace yourself. That's also what I'm hearing right now. Embrace your authentic self. And try to find answers from within, because the answers are within you. The answer lies in you, all right? So if you're actually troubled by something, if you're kind of like confused about something, know that you already hold the answer. You just need to trust your inner voice. So meditation is something that can be of help for you guys, because it's actually something that would also help you achieve clarity, right? And maybe you need to meditate as well about your past life, all right? Ask your angels, ask your guides to help you resolve this past life issue. I tell you that, group number one. All right, let's pull up another message. Any other message for group number one, please? Ooh, we got two. All right. You have answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? So maybe you're being called to do something else, all right? Or your guides are trying to give you some messages. Maybe that's why you're being encouraged to meditate, group number one. Go within, okay? You hold the answers. Just trust it. And then you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. So for some of you, maybe this is what is going on right now. You've been overthinking about something, all right? So your guides or the angels are saying, stop overthinking, okay? Go within, take a breather, take a step back, ground. Wow. All right, let's get one last message for you guys before we end this reading. Here's your message. It is time to stop letting worry rule you. Instead, get excited about your future and all it will bring. What energy and emotion you put out comes back to you. With a little conscious effort on your part, that happy ending can and will be yours. Believe that. Wow, you just got a message that says stop overthinking. Now, the last message for you is to stop allowing worry to rule you, okay? Instead, get excited about what the future might bring for you guys. So there you go, group number one. I was actually kind of like really, really testy and so excited to do this reading, because like what I said, it is actually inspired by psychologist and author Dr. Linda Beckman, who's also the author of the book Evolving Souls. And so I'm definitely seeing here for group number one, because this is something I've never done before. I've done past life readings several times, but to identify what type of soul are you is something that really is so exciting and new to me. So I'm definitely picking up for group number one. You guys are earth-based souls. You've been on this earth so many times, all right? There is a lesson that you need to learn. There is a pattern that needs to be released or closed out, or a cycle that needs to be closed out, which is, again, related from your past life that kept on repeating over and over and over again. Okay, some of you, I even heard Aztec. I also heard Tibet, by the way. I also got here Egyptian or Egypt. And then for others of you, I'm picking up it's somewhere in Africa. I just really didn't get the exact place, but I got Africa. And some of you are shamans, by the way. All right. So some of you are also practitioners who's checking out this pile. I also got that earlier with a lot of psychic cards. Yeah, it's a mixture. But for you guys who chose this pile, I would have to say that you guys are earth-based souls. All right. You've been on this realm several times because there is something that you need to learn. There is something that you really needed to pass or overcome. All right. And it's something to do with past life. It has something to do with fear, phobia, or traumas. Okay. So after watching this video, I would suggest for you guys to ask yourself that. Go within. All right. Start asking yourself, what are those repeating patterns? What is that cycle that kept on repeating for me over and over again? Not only in this lifetime, but even from previous lifetimes as well. All right. In the past, what I normally do, I try to check out several readers, all right? And whatever it is that kept on repeating over and over again, and there is a pattern, all right, about a certain lifetime or a past life issue that kept on repeating with all of these readings that I've tried from different readers, that's it. It might actually help you to finally identify what that is and how to work with it as well. But I won't be surprised if some of you are also dealing with some sort of like abandonment wounds, all right? Or codependency. So anyway, I hope that this reading was of help to you. It gave you some clarity, gave you some guidance, and finally you were able to identify for yourself as well that you are an earth-based soul. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you again next week. Bye for now. Hey, group number 2, are you excited to find out what type of soul are you? Just like what I said at the very beginning of the video, there are 3 types of souls. 1, it's earth-based. Number 2, interplanetary soul. And number 3, angelic soul. So let's go ahead and find out. And you chose one of my favorite crystals, by the way. Very high vibrational crystal. This is Elestial Quartz. So let's begin with your reading. Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective we chose, group number 2. Let's find out what type of soul are you. All right, you got 2 of ear. You have 3 of ear. Ooh, what is this card that fell? You got face. I'm pretty sure you already know what type of soul are you. You saw me shuffle. I can't make this up. Oh, gosh. All right, you have 4 of fire. And then we have 2 of earth and then wisdom. Bottom of the deck, yes, yes, yes. 2 of hearts. I can't believe this, or 2 of water. So I'm getting here, group number 2, that you guys are definitely angelic souls. High five to my fellow angelic souls out there, which means that originally you came from the angelic realm, all right? But you were brought to this plane, what we call Earth, all right, because you have a mission. And your mission is actually to spread love, all right? Or to teach people about love, about kindness and compassion, as well as peace. I'm drawn to this 4 of fire, which is also talking about harmony for me, okay? And you're also here to kind of like help people to have faith. For those people who are actually going through a rough lot, all right? Or who's facing a lot of struggles and obstacles. You may be also an earth angel, okay? Yeah, that's it, earth angel, because you are an angelic soul. And you yourself have gone through a rough lot, okay? Kind of like wounded healers. There's so many struggles that you have to face in this plane we call Earth. And I remember my late dad kept on saying when I was just a kid that the Earth is actually the most difficult plane, all right? Because there's a lot of challenges. There's a lot of pain here on this realm, a lot of suffering, okay? And that's also stated in the Bible when Jesus actually said that you are actually in a place where there's a lot of pain and suffering, but in me, you can find peace. So I'm getting for group number 2, you guys are definitely angelic souls, all right? And so you are here again to shine light towards other. I won't be surprised if you guys are light workers. I tell you that. Because I'm drawn to this kind of like the hermit card, right? And he's actually holding this lantern. This is actually part of your mission, to shine your light towards others, all right? To bring peace, balance as well with this 2 of Pentacles or 2 of Earth. And like what I said, part of an angelic soul's mission is actually to spread kindness as well as love, or to teach people about love and compassion. And you got 2 of Hearts or 2 of Water. I keep on saying 2 of Hearts when it's actually 2 of Cups. But anyway, still the same thing anyway. Sometimes I use actually regular playing cards when reading. But yeah, 2 of Water, right? So I'm getting that you guys are really meant to shine. You're meant to shine your light, to be a beacon of light, just like with that image. Let me go back to that again. To be a beacon of light towards others. Well, I love group 2. I knew it. You chose this group. You chose a favorite crystal. Because you're also an angelic soul. Yes, look at that. Page of Cups. You guys are very friendly, very kind of like childlike, right? Very innocent. Or some people may perceive you to be so innocent or kind of like a child. And I won't be surprised if some of you may have attracted a lot of toxic people because they can't actually, stand how high vibrational you guys are, all right? Because of your light. And maybe because of your such a naturally kind, genuine, affectionate type of an individual, some people may have abused your kindness. I tell you that. Yeah. But you guys are warriors, all right? With this action card over here. You guys are fighters as well. And like what I said, I feel that even though you originally came from the angelic realm, there's a lot of battles that you have to face on this realm we call Earth, okay? Or this planet Earth. But look at that. Share the love, right? What did I say? I can't make that up. Every card that I'm pulling up, you guys, it's definitely pointing towards you guys being an angelic soul. Wow, because this is the angelic soul's mission, to spread love, kindness, compassion, all right? To shine light towards others. That is your mission, group number 2. Whoa, and now you got share the love. Because angels, all right, are high vibrational beings, of course. They belong to the source. They belong to God, all right? And did you know that divine love is definitely different from how we as humans actually demonstrate or interpret the meaning of love? It's definitely different. Well, one, of course, there's something about unconditional love, all right? How the source or the universe or God loves us unconditionally. And I'm getting that this is also part of your mission, all right? To demonstrate the true meaning of love. And I'm not just talking about romantic love, you guys, because people, when they heard the word love, it's automatically related to something romantic, right? That's why I said the definition of love when it comes to divine, all right, is different from how we express or I actually understand the meaning of love. But let's see. Let's pull up more. Whoa, what is this? Parents, okay. The divine truth is that your parents eternally love you to the best of their ability. The angels are helping you to heal from any pain associated with your mother or father. So some of you may have some issues as well with your parents, whether it's your mother or father. Or it can just basically talk about how you are so nurturing and loving, right? Because that's the energy of an angelic soul. Very loving, very compassionate, nurturing. Then you got status quo. I won't be reading this based on what it says here. I'm going to read it based on the image. Look at that. What do you see? It's light, right? Divine light. My gosh, group number 2. You guys are definitely angelic souls. Yeah, you got the journey card. So some of you may be actually feeling as if that you really don't belong here, all right? Some of you may be kind of like feeling sad at times, like you feel as if that the world is really harsh, or some of you may be starting to lose faith even in humanity, which is also something that I have been feeling sometimes, especially ever since the pandemic started, all right? Because I'm really sensing how the world has changed so terribly, or has gone so terribly. I'm really picking up that there's so much hatred going on around the world, right? That's why we actually see a lot of wars happening around the globe, and a lot of hate comments even. Haven't you noticed that? If you're very, very particular with details, or you are very aware, or you pay attention to details, haven't you noticed that a lot of people nowadays, they try to, yeah, spread hatred than love, which is very, very painful to kind of like acknowledge, right? Unfortunately, a lot of people, they choose to hate rather than to love. And since you guys are angelic souls, this is your mission. I know it's hard, all right? But your mission really is to spread love and kindness, and to demonstrate that, to serve as a model to other people as well, that we should all love each other, all right? We should show compassion and love and kindness towards each other. Wow. Anyway, let's see what else. Yes, you got the hunger card. You got transformation. Haven't you noticed there's a lot of cards in which there's wings, right? Even if this is kind of like a butterfly wing. But earlier you actually got, yeah, the faith card even, where there's an angel. Yeah, my gosh. All right, and then you got unexpected visitors. Okay, so here's what I'm actually hearing very strongly based on these 3 cards. Since you guys are all angelic souls, all right, you may actually notice that, like what I said, you kind of like attract people who's so much drawn to your energy, or it's kind of like eating your energy, draining your energy, stealing your energy, all right, because you are a source of light. A lot of angelic souls are very high vibrational person or people, all right? And how do you identify a high vibrational person? A high vibrational person is actually somebody who can also sense energies whenever they enter a room, or usually they're empaths as well, all right? At the same time, they are so high vibrational that people are so much drawn to their energy, or you may actually notice people always staring at you, all right? Another sign that you are a high vibrational person is that there are some strangers who suddenly kind of like coming towards you, telling you stories. And this is something I've experienced so many times, which is crazy. In the past, I couldn't understand it until I actually started my spiritual journey. And I learned so much about what I have been experiencing ever since. All right. For instance, in my personal experience, I'm just standing in the line at the grocery, and somebody would just talk to me, you know, do some small talk. And then eventually this person would tell me their life story. And I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? I'm not even asking them questions about their personal stuff or personal stories or what, or information. But here they are openly telling me about their problems, how many kids they have, all right, or what's going on with their life. That's it. Because that is a sign that you are an angelic soul and that you are a high vibrational person as well. If you want to call yourself an earthly angel or a light worker, that's it. All right. It still belongs to the angelic soul. So yeah, that's why I'm drawn to this unexpected visitors. And that's really the message that I got. You may actually notice that people would suddenly just come towards you, or a stranger would suddenly come towards you. And even if you really don't know them, they would suddenly just open up to you. Okay. And you have the power as well to kind of like calm someone's anxiety, because I'm drawn to this rabbit over here. All right. There's that very beautiful healing energy that you also exude whenever people are around you. Let's try to pull it more. What type of soul are you, group number 2? Ooh, what is this? Observer. Okay, yeah. Security. All right. Oh, yes. Love, love, love. You saw me shuffle. I can't make that up. You got faith. You got love. It's kind of like faith, hope, and love. Oh my gosh. Very angelic. All right. You got share the love earlier. You got the love. You got the 2 of cups. Wow. You guys are beings of love and light. All right. And based on these 2 cards, observer and security, what I actually heard from spirit is that, like what I said earlier, let's start off with the observer card. I feel that a lot of people are so much drawn to your energy. All right. They love staring at you. I just said that earlier. Now we got the observer card. You may actually notice that there are a lot of people suddenly staring at you, and you're like, what is wrong? Is there something wrong with my face? Why do they keep on staring at me? You know? That's because of you are a being of light, and you used to be an angel, all right? A lot of people are not open to this type of topic, by the way. They would just say that is actually, yeah, BS, or that is stupid, or what, but it's not. That's why I also use Ethereal Empress as my channel name, because I am a virtue angel in the past, or before I came to this earth. And then my first ever lifetime was being an Egyptian princess. So that's why Ethereal Empress, right? So I'm getting here that for group number 2, you may have actually attracted a lot of people who's drawn to your energy, even those toxic people, all right? Because you exude this really positive, beautiful light. And some people, or most of the people, felt warm, being around your presence. I don't know, but I'm suddenly getting that some of you may also notice that there's that sudden, or that there's that certain warmth in your hands, all right? And some people may actually kind of like say, do you have fever? All right. Or just your body. You have this kind of like, I'm hearing that, this strange body temperature. Like, it's usually not to say you're actually really hot in temperature, or your body heat is so hot, but it's just like, it's really warm. And some people who may actually kind of like try to hold your hands or shake hands with you, they would suddenly say, wow, you have fever or something? All right. I'm getting that as well when I saw this bonfire. So if you're also kind of like getting that feedback or response from other people, or maybe some people are saying like you probably have some sort of like, yeah, fever because of your body temperature, that's it. I'm really getting that, because you guys are very, very high vibrational people. And again, usually angels are, of course, they're beings of light, right? Which is, again, connected to the sun. That's why there's that really powerful warmth that even people around you are feeling, all right? You are this really beautiful light. I tell you that, group number 2. Gosh, I'm so lost for words because I'm so excited doing this reading. Let's try to pull it more. Yeah, opening to discovery. What else? Let's try this one. Protection. I'll pull it 3. What is this? Renewal. Okay. Oh my gosh. I so love this. I so love this group number 2. And then you got Temple. Yeah, people, what did I say earlier about how people feel so warm whenever they're actually around you, or you give warmth to people, or you give them that certain type of feeling of they are safe. All right. That's what I'm getting. You are a sacred sanctuary, to most people. Like, they feel safe to tell you their stories, their secrets, right? My gosh, group number 2. You guys are angelic souls. And at the same time, this is more of like a message from your ancestors, from your guides, or even, of course, from the angels, that you really need to protect your aura, protect your energy. Like what I said earlier, you may attract a lot of toxic people. All right. Even if you're an empath, empaths are magnets for narcissists or toxic people or energy vampires, because you are this really positive light. All right. And they're drawn to that. And they wanted to dim your light. They really wanted to kind of like steal your energy or drain your energy. So, group number 2, I tell you, this is more like a message from your guides to always strengthen and protect your energy, your aura, all right? Aura cleansing, especially if you're feeling slimed or weighed down all of a sudden. That's why I got the renewal card. They need to take a step back. A lot of people, they don't understand that about me. They always say that I'm weird, all right? That I'm incommunicado, or that I'm actually a weirdo because I have my own bubble, without them realizing really that the reason why I'm doing those things is because of I'm an empath, all right? I'm highly sensitive to energies, and the energies of the people drains me so much. Honestly, just to let you know, guys, there are many times I wanted to quit the reading, okay? Because it's really hard in absorbing the energies of so many people coming into my readings. And a lot of them, I'll be very straightforward, a lot of them are toxic, okay? And so there are times that I really wanted to pull back because I can't stand it. I really can't stand the heavy, icky energies that I'm actually picking up, all right? And so if you are also that type of person which you get drained, like, I need to get some space, I need to take a breather, I just wanted to be by myself, right? It's not because you are actually self-absorbed. It's not because of you are actually kind of like isolating yourself because you're antisocial. That's not true, all right? That's because either you are an empath, a light worker, an earth angel, all right? And you get easily drained, especially if you've been picking up so many energies from other people. So again, your guys are saying it's very important that you try to protect your aura, all right? Try to protect and strengthen your aura. Create boundaries as well, all right? And again, with this opening to discovery, what I actually heard when I saw this, all right, is that a lot of people are very curious about you as well. There's that mystery about you for most angelic souls. It's like there's something strange, like they really wanted to uncover more about you. That's why they're drawn towards your light. But it's also a message that you actually help people to unlock with this keyhole over here in the key, unlock their potential. That is part of your mission as an angelic soul, all right? To help people in their path as well. That's why you guys are beacons of light. Wow, I love this reading so much. All right, let's try to pull up this deck. Let's see. Let's put this here. What else, Spirit? Oh, yes. Visions of life beyond death. Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. See? And there's actually that swirling light. My gosh. My gosh. I told you, group number 2. You guys are angelic souls. Wow. And I'm getting here, like what I said, that you are really meant to shine your light, to share your love towards others, all right? To kind of like lift someone up from the darkness. I'm also hearing, by the way, that some of you guys either had a near death experience. Yeah, I got that very strongly right now. Yeah, I just heard that right now. Some of you who check out this pile, you had a near-death experience. I'm even hearing twice for others of you, all right? And I won't be surprised if you've dealt with a lot of evil people or manipulative people, narcissists, toxic people. My gosh. Wow. However, you have to experience those things, all right? Because you chose to be in this planet Earth. And like what I said at the very beginning, the planet Earth is the most difficult plane, or one of the most difficult plane, right? Believe it or not. Some people, they even say that this is actually hell, right? Because there's so many pain and suffering that you will be experiencing. But you're also here to teach people. Because I'm drawn to this owl image, by the way. Some of you, part of your mission as well is to share to people that there is more to life. I keep on hearing that as well. All right. I'm also getting that you are also here to teach people about the beauty of life, or that life is not just all about material stuffs, of course, or it's not just all about the bad things. All right. But even, to appreciate and, to pay attention about the smallest things in life. I'm also getting that. This is also part of what you're teaching to other people. And then, look at that. Focus on the light. What the freak, man? Group number 2. This is crazy. This is really crazy. I love this reading so much. You guys are light workers. You're beings of light because you guys are angelic souls. Whoa, whoa. And I'm drawn to the sunflower. Do you know that the sunflower stands tall even in the darkest times? All right? So this is who you are. You've gone through a lot as well, group number 2. But because of your strength, because of your tenacity, you serve as an inspiration to others as well. All right? You're definitely teaching people, like what I said earlier. I keep on hearing that there's more to life, all right? Wow. I so love your reading because this is something that I can definitely resonate with. But anyway, let's actually pull up some past life cards now. Health. Oh my gosh. Healing. Right. So you guys are natural healers, all right? Like what I said, light workers, empaths, healers. Wow. And then he got mother. Well, that's crazy. You got the parents card earlier, right? So some of you may have some issues with a mother figure or a mother, right? And this is also part of the thing that you need to resolve as well in this earth plane, all right? Or in this lifetime. Then he got spouse. For others of you, I'm actually hearing with a spouse card, either you may have some sort of like spouse or, kind of like issues around marriage. Or some of you probably kind of like felt as if that, you can't marry. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing right now from Spirit. They're saying go back to the mother part. Some of you, yes, you may have some sort of like issues with a mother figure or a parent because you got the parents card earlier. But what I just heard right now from Spirit is that with this mother and spouse card, some of you guys are not interested to be a mother. So don't be surprised if you're going to be, single in this lifetime. All right. And I'm talking about those people who are not really interested to be married. That's why I got the spouse card. All right. And there's only a few people who's actually kind of like that, who doesn't want to get married or who doesn't want to be a parent. And I also read before in some article that one of the signs that you're about to kind of like, yeah, end your cycle here on this earth is when you don't want to be a parent anymore because you don't want any karmic ties, all right? So if you're one of those, maybe there's just one or two of you guys in which you may find yourself not wanting to be a parent, or you're not interested to become a parent, and maybe you're just interested being a fur, you have fur babies, or being a parent to some fur babies, or you probably don't even want to get married, all right? Don't find yourself really weird, all right? Because you guys are angelic souls. And again, your main mission is to spread love, kindness, compassion, all right, to people. And like what I said, divine love is different from how we humans actually express love or understand or define the meaning of love. It's definitely different. And since you guys are actually originally from the angelic realm, all right, then that's also the reason as to why that you're not very particular about getting married, or that you're not very particular to be in a relationship, all right? You just wanted to spread love, all right? You just wanted to spread kindness. And at the same time, some of you don't even want to be a mother or a parent, all right? But others of you also needed to heal some parent issues, or issues with your caregiver or a mother figure. Wow. Anyway, let's get another past life card here. Very, very interesting reading. This is my favorite. All right, you got Reign of Terror. Okay. Revolution. War. Yeah. War is all about hatred, right? War is actually born from conflict and hatred. And so as an angelic soul, you really wanted to promote peace and harmony. What is this? Wow, town beauty. And then he got true love, romance. Oh my gosh. All right. And it says unconditional love as well. Is this unconditional love? No, it's unrequited love. Star-crossed love, love of convenience, and then true love. All right. So here's what I'm actually seeing, group number 2. Again, if you notice, you keep on getting keywords around love. And what did I say at the very start of this reading? That's part of your mission. To demonstrate love towards others, all right? And it's not just love that is just about romantic love, all right? Unconditional love or compassion, right? Kindness. So yeah, very much like an angelic soul. Plus, you really wanted to promote peace, because you got the card that had something to do about war, about hatred, right? We were just talking about that earlier. A lot of you guys are also very, very feminine. You actually embrace this feminine energy, even if you're a guy watching this. So maybe some people around you, they might actually kind of like think that you're so super feminine, or you have a much more stronger feminine energy. Yeah. Others of you, you guys are actually very, very, yeah, attractive. Well, you are all attractive, but I'm talking about maybe you are, yeah, kind of like very popular because of your looks. I'm also getting that. Or people are very much drawn to your physical beauty. I'm also hearing right now from Spirit that a lot of you guys who chose this pile, since you are angelic soul, you really don't look old. Even if you are already in your 40s or 50s, or you're very youthful looking, in other words, all right? It's like you're ageless. That's also what I'm hearing with this beauty card. Well, I love this reading so much for group number 2. So here's what we're going to be doing. Let me just pull up some messages for you before we wrap things up. Message for group number 2, please. All right, here's our message. It says, simplify your life, traveling lightly. So for some of you, this is a message that you need to hear from your angels, your guides, or your ancestors, okay? Simplify your life. That's their message. Let's get another one. Let's try this one. Awakening. And it says energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. So maybe you guys are going through some sort of like an awakening as well, all right? Or some, yeah, like what it says here, energetic upgrades. You're accelerating, you're upgrading, okay? Or you will have some sort of like an awakening as well. And then here's your last message. It says, resilience is one of the strongest qualities you have. It has gotten you through so many trials and tribulations in the past, and it will do, or it will continue rather to do so. Lean on that inner tower of strength anytime that you need it. You've got this. What did I say, group number 2? A lot of you chose this pile. Since you guys are angelic souls as well, I will be surprised if you have experienced so many rough times or a lot of, problems and challenges. I said that. Go back at the very beginning of this reading, okay? Because that's part of the contract, if you want to use the word contract, or that's part of the package of being an angelic soul, all right? You are actually in this realm, which we call Earth. And the Earth, like what I said, is the most difficult plane, or one of the most difficult plane, in which there's a lot of pain, there's a lot of suffering, all right? So you guys are actually strong. In other words, your guides or angels are reminding you how strong you are. And it even says here, resilience is one of the strongest qualities that you have. No matter how many troubles or how many problems and challenges that life throws at you, you can overcome it, all right? And in fact, it has gotten you through so many trials and tribulations in the past, just like what it says here. You got this, all right? Group number 2. And yeah, that's why I can resonate with you guys, group number 2, because being an angelic soul is not really that easy, all right? It is not that easy, but always remember your mission. Always remember that you are actually here to demonstrate the true meaning of love, kindness, okay? Toxic people cannot understand that. Toxic people will definitely hate you for it, all right? Because toxic people cannot handle your authenticity or how high vibrational you are. But that's why part of the mission of an angelic soul is to transmute those dark energies towards the light. That's why we say, I send you love and light. You don't send back hatred and anger towards someone. That is also the reason as to why I really don't believe in return to sender. Even though somebody may have actually done so many bad or really toxic and evil things towards me, I always try to pray. And I always leave it to God. All right? Because if I try to do the same things that that person has done towards me, what that makes me, I can even be worse than them, right? And it doesn't stop the cycle of negativity. It may be hard for some people to understand that or to embrace it, which is understandable. But if you're understanding what I'm trying to say here, since you're an angelic soul yourself, yes, because your mission is to spread love and light and peace, okay? And to transmute all of those darkness towards the light. Wow, I am so, so happy to be able to do this reading as well for my fellow angelic souls. I love you all right? Keep spreading love and light towards the people around you, okay? And I hope you enjoyed this. So yeah, I'll see you again next week. Bye for now. So group number 3, are you excited to find out what type of soul are you? Because like what I said at the very beginning of the video, there are 3 types of souls. One is earth-based. Number 2, interplanetary soul. And the third group would be angelic soul. And I'm so excited to be doing this type of a reading because it's actually inspired by this amazing psychologist and author of the book, Evolving Souls. And her name is Dr. Linda Beckman. So let's go ahead and find out what type of soul are you. And by the way, you actually chose clear quartz. Let's begin. Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective we chose. Group number 3. Let's see. What type of soul are you? All right. King of Fire. The Crone. Nine of Ear. Wow. Oh my gosh. I'm already sensing it based on these 3 cards. Then you got Perception. Well, I so love this reading so much. It's something I've never done before. That was the reason as to why I was so inspired to do this, because I've done past life readings, but to identify what type of soul are you is something I've never done before. Yeah, I'm so excited because I'm already hearing so many messages. You got 5 of Earth. Wow. Woo, boy. Wow. What is this card that fell? Let's take a look. You have 4 of Earth. Alrighty. Death, rebirth. Okay. So, group number 3. Are you ready? Based on these cards, I'm definitely seeing here that you guys are interplanetary souls, all right? An example of an interplanetary soul would be star seeds, okay? Whether it's Palladian or Orion, Arcturian, Andromedan, Mintakan, right? And I'm getting Mintakan for others of you, as well as I'm also picking up, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly, because I actually came across it before. Was it Lyran or Lyran? Yeah, feline goddesses, because that's the energy I'm getting as well when this King of Fire actually popped out. So yeah, and I'm drawn to the Crone card. Look at that. What do you see at the background of this card, right? There is actually kind of like a moon or a planet. So yeah, that's why I'm really getting here. Group number 3, that you guys are interplanetary souls. Whether you're crystal children, indigo, star seeds, Pleiadian star seeds, or whatsoever. You might actually also feel as if that you don't belong in this earth. All right? Majority of you chose this pile. If you're noticing as if that you don't fit in, or you feel lonely, like you can't also understand people because your perception is actually different from other people, that's it. And interplanetary souls, their mission is actually to help human beings, all right? That's why it came to this planet, since you guys are highly evolved souls, all right? No wonder you got perception. So like what I said earlier, the way you think is actually more advanced maybe, or the way you perceive things is actually different from other human beings or other people. But please note that even if you are an interplanetary soul or an angelic soul, it doesn't mean you're better than earth-based souls. All are important, all right? Every soul plays an important role. And so your mission, again, group number 3, is to help people. And how do you help people? You help people when it comes to teaching them something. There's something about teaching people about knowledge or wisdom, all right? Or the way people should actually perceive things. Haven't you noticed I have a lot of swords energy as well? Or at least these 2, okay? Because she's actually holding the sword, all right? There's something about thoughts. I'm even getting that some of you either you have mental telepathy, all right? Or this is actually part of your gift, telepathic skills as well. That's also what I'm getting. And like what I said, it's because you are not really from this earth or from this planet Earth. You actually originated from a different planet or space or dimension. Wow. I can't believe this. And again, yeah, with the 5 of Earth, you may actually feel as if that you are alone. You don't fit in. You don't belong here. Whoa. So there's something about helping people as well to kind of like evolve, all right? Since you are more highly evolved souls, all right? And that's how you're also going to be teaching human beings or people. That's why you came here. But let's see, what else? What type of soul is group number 3? Yeah, visions. Oh my gosh. 2 of Wands, visions. Whoa, very much like an interplanetary soul. Vehicles, car. So vehicles, car card is talking about directions, okay? I'm also getting there's something about innovations, technology. So I'm also picking that up. Yeah, this kind of like gives me the vibe of the movie Fifth Element for some reason. Yeah, I suddenly got that vibe for some reason. So, like what I said, you guys are interplanetary souls. And there's something about you helping people to, again, kind of like perceive some things differently because the way regular human beings actually think is different from you guys or how you actually think. And at the same time, some of you may be feeling as if that you're lost. That's also the energy of the vehicles or car card. Just like what I said, you feel as if that you don't know where to go, or you are kind of like trying to search for a certain type of place. Maybe you guys are soul searchers, or you guys are trying to search for your true purpose, all right? Or you always believe that there's more to life as well, or that what happens when a person dies, when a man dies, what happens? What is the true purpose? So there's something about thinking. If you notice, you got the Nine of Swords. So it's definitely talking about a person who's actually always thinking, analyzing some stuffs. You guys are very logical too, of course. So yeah, my gosh, I love this reading. Very, very interplanetary soul. Then you got joy and stability. With a joy and stability, and again, look at that, with the image of the light, right? Or the rays of light. So I'm just really getting here, group number 3, that there's really something as well about you guys kind of like teaching people about something, all right? You're teaching people, you're helping people to evolve or to grow. That's really what I'm hearing. Plus, I'm also picking up that some of you probably feel as if that you don't have a family, or either you feel abandoned by a family member. That's also what I'm hearing right now. And I'm getting the buzzing in my ear. Presence of spirit. Yeah, I'm hearing that right now as a clairaudient. Ooh, it's really strong. Hold up if I need to pause, because I'm getting that really clear, strong buzzing in my left ear. But anyway, going back, you may feel as if that even if you have a mother and a father, let's just say, you don't feel as if that they're your parents. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they're my dad, or he or she is my father or my mother, but why does it feel as if that I really don't feel so much connected to them? Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure if you're an interplanetary soul, you get what I'm trying to say here. There's something about family, for sure. Let's try to pull it more. What is this? Indigo. See? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You saw me shuffle. I can't make that up, you guys. I can't make that up. What did I say at the very start of the reading? You guys are interplanetary souls. And an example, good example of that, it's Pleiadian starseed, Orion, Andromedan, Crystal Children, what else? Lemurian, right? Or Atlantean, what else? Mintican, and then Indigo. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is crazy. And it says here, the person you're inquiring about is an indigo, meaning a highly sensitive, natural born leader. Well, yeah, you guys are interplanetary souls. And then you got integrity. Align your actions so that they match your values and inner knowingness of what's right for you. Okay. So either two things, you guys actually really believe or value integrity, A lot of you guys are very authentic, okay? But I'm hearing from spirit that some of you are still struggling with that. All right. Either you're hiding yourself because you actually feel as if that you're weird. All right. And people cannot understand you. And so you're kind of like trying to wear a mask. I don't know, but I heard that right now. So only take what applies. But yeah, you guys are interplanetary souls, especially with that indigo card popping up. Oh boy. Oh boy, I love this reading so much. What else? What type of soul are you? Although we already identified what type of soul are you, but let's just pull up the rest of the cards, all right? To get more information. So with a fragmented energy, if you notice there's something about mental or logic, all right? Because again, a lot of interplanetary souls are very smart. All right. There's something about consciousness, or there's something about way of thinking. That's why I got the perception card as well. Although there is a tendency that majority of you guys, since you are interplanetary souls, you might be always kind of like feeling confused, all right? You like to overthink. You always wanted to find solution, all right? You always wanted to find answers. That's why majority of people who are actually interplanetary souls, whether star seeds or what, they always wanted to find the true meaning of life, all right? Like, what happens? What is my purpose? Okay, that's why I got a lot of, pieces of the puzzles here in this image, all right, of the fragmented energy card, because you have a lot of questions in your mind, right? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I so love this reading. And like what I said, the power of the mind is one of the strongest gifts. I would have to use the word gift, all right? Or I'd like to use the word gift. One of the gifts of somebody who's actually, an interplanetary soul. You guys are mentally strong as well, all right? You guys are solutions provider. That's also what I'm getting. Or you love problem solving, okay? You're very curious souls as well. Wow. All right, anyway. Gosh, this reading is so nice. You got man holding a coin. All right. Then you got balance. Let's get one more. Then you have intuition. Wow. Definitely group number 3. You hold deep wisdom. Okay. This is the High Priestess card. All right. And the High Priestess is somebody who holds a lot of deep knowledge. And that's what I said earlier. Since you guys are highly evolved souls, all right, you came here on this planet Earth to teach people, to help people, since you guys are more highly evolved. So there's something about guidance as well. And also, I'm drawn to this balance card and the man holding a coin. What I actually heard is that majority of you guys, you don't feel as if that, you're not super interested in material stuffs. You may be, but this is actually not what brings you happiness. All right? Like, no material stuff can actually, make you just feel so satisfied and happy. It's like you're always searching for something. All right? That's the energy I'm picking up with these 2 cards. Like you're longing for something. And at the same time, with this balance card, because she's holding the moon, and moon is talking about feelings, emotion, then you got intuition. So you guys are also very sensitive. And indigo children, star seeds, you guys are highly sensitive. You can really pick up energies. Wow. This is kind of like, galaxy, image of the stars or galaxy. Oh my gosh. I tell you, group number 3, what more can we actually get here for you to really say to yourself that, yes, I'm actually an interplanetary soul? I mean, come on, you got the indigo card already, but let's see. Because some of you are not indigo child or children. Some of you are probably more of like Orion. That's what I'm hearing earlier. Mint Hacken is also what I heard earlier. Yeah, coming to life. Oh my gosh. There's something about growth, evolution. Wow. You're helping people to evolve, all right? To accelerate. Whoa. Whoa. That is beautiful. And look at that. Truth be told. There's really something about truth and integrity. You just got the integrity card earlier, right? So you also are here, or part of your mission is to, again, spread the truth. Because your consciousness is actually more, let's just say, yeah, or your level of perception is more advanced. There you go. More advanced than a regular human being. All right. So part of your mission is actually to spread the truth. And there's also something about you also embracing integrity, or you value integrity so much. All right. I'm also hearing that a lot of you chose this pile. It sickens you whenever you actually see a lot of phony people out there. All right. You can't stand their fakeness. That's also a sign that you are an interplanetary soul, because you can easily pick that up, especially with a high priestess and it says intuition. I so love this reading. Oh my gosh. What else? Happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. All right. So with this happiness card, what I'm actually hearing is that, again, majority of interplanetary souls, like what I said earlier, it's like you're searching for something. You're searching for happiness, or like what I said, no material stuff is enough to make you happy or to feel satisfied. It's like you're always craving for something. You're always trying to uncover something, trying to find what's out there. That's the energy I'm getting. That's why I have the pieces of the puzzle here. All right. Well, let's pull it more. Then he got Merry Motive. And again, he got the star, image of the star. I'll be reading this intuitively, okay? So I'm not going to read this as Merry Motive, but I'm drawn to the image of the star, right? Star seeds. Hello to the star seeds out there who chose this pile. Wow. And then he got Delight. So there's something about message, all right? I feel that since you guys are very highly knowledgeable, or you have this advanced way of thinking or perception, I feel that part of your mission is actually to spread something like a message, all right? Or to help people to be more, again, open to see other perspective, or to see things from a different perspective or a higher perspective. And there's also something about, yeah, truth or integrity, because you got that earlier. So there's something about, yeah, spreading a message or delivering a message. That's what I'm getting. Let's try to pull up 3 cards from this deck. What type of soul are you? Group number 3. You have create. Yeah. So a lot of you guys are very highly creative. You're very inspiring. You have a lot of talents. There's something about innovation, all right? Or creation, like what I said, because again, you're highly advanced souls or highly evolved souls. Then he got healing. All right. Then you have beginnings. Adjustment, shedding, new release. Again, what I'm actually picking up with this beginnings card, there's something about growth, all right? You can't just be stuck where you are. So I feel that a lot of you who chose this pile, since you guys are interplanetary soul, it's like you may actually find yourself always kind of like changing, or you wanted to make some changes. Because again, you are a highly advanced soul. And this is also something that you are inspiring people with. There's something about growth. There's something about evolution, change, transformation. Wow. And I'm getting here as well that for a lot of you chose this pile. I'm also hearing from spirit that you guys are skilled communicators. All right. No wonder you got this delight card because birds are messengers. And I feel that a lot of people really likes it whenever you talk. It's not just about your voice, but it's more about the wisdom that you're sharing towards other people. All right. They're learning a lot from you. And I'm also hearing with this healing card that with whatever that you're saying or you're sharing to people, it's kind of like giving off that healing energy, or you make actually people around you feel at peace as well. All right. I'm also getting some of you are, yeah, Lemurian. All right. Since you are an interplanetary soul, Atlantean or Lemurian, especially with the water here. All right. Wow. This is such an exciting read. I am so, so happy to have done this. But we're not done yet, actually. Let's pull up 3 more cards here. There's something about cleansing away or releasing old patterns and beliefs. And I feel this is also part of what you're actually going to be teaching people, all right? Since you came from a different planet or a different dimension, whatever it is you want to call it, or space, right? There's something about cleansing away old beliefs. I just suddenly heard that right now because you hold the truth, or there is something that you are going to be sharing to people since you are an advanced soul or a highly evolved soul. Wow. I keep on hearing messages for group number 3. I noticed that. Anyway, let's see what else. Yeah, Pandora's gift. Then you have Sacred Fool. And you have Conscious Connections. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So what I'm actually getting here based on these 3 cards, for some of you guys, and since you are interplanetary soul, we've already identified that. I'm getting here that, yeah, you can actually see through people, all right? And like what I said earlier, you can't stand it when somebody is acting fake or phony people, all right? Because that's the energy I'm getting when I saw the Sacred Fool. I'm really picking that up. I'm also getting as well that you also cannot stand people who doesn't really try to embrace their true self or is not comfortable with their true self. It's like it irritates you when somebody always tries to put on a mask. That's more of like what I'm getting. Tries to put on a mask to impress others, because I feel this is not what you wanted to do. All right. You embrace with the naked woman over here. You really embrace your true self. You embrace your uniqueness. You're embracing that. And this is also what you wanted to share to people, or what you wanted to teach people as well. And to teach people that they are powerful. I'm hearing that right now. A lot of you are rebels. I keep on hearing that as well. A lot of you are rebels. You really cannot stand, doing the things that majority of the people are doing. It's kind of like you're a black sheep, all right? You don't follow rules, all right? And again, you're not even afraid to explore. Just like with this Pandora's gift. You're not afraid to explore secrets or some hidden things, because you are naturally very, very curious individual, since you are an interplanetary soul, right? Whether it's starseed, indigo, or what. You're very curious. There's something about curiosity. I really got that based on these 3 cards. Wow, I love group three's reading as well. All right. Because group two, well, let me spill it. Group two, if you're not resonating with the messages here, then maybe you chose the wrong pile. Because, like what I said at the very beginning of the reading, I am suggesting that you guys only pick one crystal instead of jumping from group one and then going to group number three. Because for group number one, let me spill it, it's Earth based soul. Group two, they're angelic souls. And for group number three, obviously, you guys are interplanetary souls. And your reading is also quite really amazing, really interesting. Wow. Anyway, let's pull up some past life cards now. Let's see what else. Ooh, High Priest or Priestess. Okay. Again, like what I said, you got the High Priestess card, right? Yeah, and the High Priestess holds a lot of knowledge, deep wisdom. And this is part of your role. Because again, interplanetary souls for the end time is highly advanced, highly evolved souls. So you're here to teach, all right? You're here to help the humanity because you guys are more highly evolved. It's not necessarily to say that you guys are better, all right? Everybody is unique. So whether you're an earth-based soul, an angelic soul, or interplanetary soul, all right? All are equal, all are actually important. But the point is, since you guys are highly advanced, all right, or there's something about your knowledge, your wisdom, all right, that is part of your mission, to deliver that, to help humanity with that, with the knowledge and wisdom that you hold. There's something about, yeah, delivering the truth. And that's also what the High Priest or High Priestess does. I won't be surprised if a lot of you guys are also very spiritual, or you guys are actually more of like interested in esoteric stuffs, divination. I won't be surprised if you guys are psychics as well, because I'm getting that as well earlier. So yeah, to see the High Priest or High Priestess card, yeah, that's not a surprise. Then he got transportation. Okay. And then persecution and inquisition. I feel this is actually also related to this one, okay? In your previous lifetimes as well. Group number 3, either you were persecuted, all right? Just like the example of maybe you've been practicing some divination, and back in the days, of course, people would actually see that as a taboo. It's really negative. It's a big no-no. And so either you are doing some witchcraft or you're actually doing some sort of like a divination, and it was definitely, you know, a huge no-no. And either you were actually, yeah, judged for it, or something happened in your previous lifetime because of your belief is definitely different from what a regular human being does, all right? And until now, as we speak, of course, not all people are actually open to embrace something about tarot reading, right? Even crystals, my gosh, people would actually even say that crystals are demonic. That's not true. How is this demonic when this is created by God, right? They belong to Earth. I mean, come on, right? So I feel that there's something about perception, really, since you're an interplanetary soul. You're here to spread the truth as well, since you have a lot of knowledge or wisdom. This is part of your mission. And with a transportation card, some of you might actually also notice that you move from one place to another, kind of like a nomad, or you don't feel as if that you belong to a specific or fixated on one place only, right? That's also a sign that you're an interplanetary soul. Oh my gosh, group number 3. I so love your reading. What else? Let's pull up more. All right, explorer. I was just talking about that. My gosh. You love exploring. You like to search for the truth. You're a truth seeker. There you go. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. That's actually what I was trying to look for earlier. You know, you're a soul seeker, a truth seeker. And that's because, again, you feel that you don't belong on this planet Earth, right? Because you are an interplanetary soul, whether you are an Arcturian, Andromedans, what else? Orion, you came from that planet, or you're a Pleiadian starseed. Yeah, you love to explore. All right, let's try to pull it more. Some of you are drawn to bodies of water. If you're more of like drawn to bodies of water, or you have a strong connection with, ocean or bodies of water, well, maybe you're actually a Lemurian or Atlantean. Because I'm drawn to the ship. What the freak? You got the explorer again. Explorer, adventurer, pioneer. Yeah, pioneer. Exactly. What did I say earlier? You wanted to create. You guys are original thinkers. You're innovators. Yeah. You wanted to start something that other people never thought about, all right? Or you guys are naturally inventors, right? Or innovators, just like what I said. Okay, you got Buddhist, mystic, hermit. So here's what I'm seeing here. I'm actually more of like picking up. With a mystic card, this is you. You love to explore the mysteries, right? You have this craving or this thirst for knowledge, or you always wanted to explore the unknown, okay? Anything that's mysterious or anything that other people do not want to explore fascinates you. And with a hermit, like what I said, hermit is somebody's highly knowledgeable, all right? There's something about enlightenment. I said that many times already, so this is quite mind-blowing, right? And at the same time, you might feel as if that you're alone. Just like a hermit. You feel as if that you're separated from the rest of the society. You don't belong. You don't fit in. Oh my gosh. What more, group number 3? Like I said, you guys are interplanetary souls. So, before we actually end this reading, let me just get some messages for you. Message for group number 3, please. Wandering path. Enjoy the journey. Oh my gosh. You got adventurer card, explorer. And you got it twice. Now you got enjoy the journey. So meaning your guides are really encouraging you to be in the present moment. That's also what I'm hearing. Honor the present moment, or honor where you are right now. Okay. And just trust your journey. Maybe a lot of you guys, since I noticed there's something about thinking for group number 3, and this is part of you being an interplanetary soul, all right? There's something about advanced thinking, there's something about consciousness or the power of the mind. The downside to that is that you have a tendency to always wanting to find out the outcome of things, all right? You always wanted to jump towards the future. And if you're nodding your head right now saying, yes, that's me. Again, number 1, that's because you are an interplanetary soul. But the message for you is to enjoy the journey. You may not know what's ahead of you, but be in the present moment, all right? Stay focused in the present moment. Because maybe some of you are kind of like feeling anxious a lot of the time, or many times. That's it. Anyway, let's get another message for you. What else? Let's try this one. Any other message for group number 2, or rather 3? Oh my gosh, I said number 2. Number 3. What is this? Warrior woman. And again, she's holding the sword, and sword is all about truth, integrity, right? And it says, have you answered your deepest calling? So for some of you guys, this is a message that you need to hear, all right? Or you need to ask yourself, have you answered your deepest calling? And again, that's very much like an interplanetary soul, because somebody who's actually an interplanetary soul is somebody who always wanted to search for the truth, like what I said, with a sword. And at the same time, it's also a sign that a lot of you guys are trying to find your soul purpose. What is my path? All right. Where should I go? That's why I got the wandering path. My gosh, I love this reading for you guys. All right, let's get one last card before we end this. Ooh, what is this? It says, when there are questions you need assistance with, go inward. Questions. What did I say? I noticed for group number 3, since you guys are interplanetary souls, like I said, there's something about mind. So don't be surprised if you have a lot of thoughts swimming around in your head, all right? Or you keep on thinking, you love overthinking, or you love to think. But always remember that you have to balance that as well, all right? Overthinking is also not good for you guys because it will bring you a lot of stress. It will bring you a lot of anxiety, okay? And if you're resonating with that, again, here's your message before we end the reading. When there are questions you need assistance with, go inward. Sit with yourself, meditate on the question, ask for the help of your guides also. Then trust your intuition, as most often the answer and guidance will be delivered to you intuitively. We are with you always. So who knows? Maybe that's a message from your family, your starseed family, right? They're giving you this message. And I feel as well, group number 3, that since we've seen a lot of cards earlier, that there's something about thinking. And then look at this. Fragmented energy. For me, every time I see this card, this is a sign that somebody is trying to always, find some answers, trying to find the pieces of the puzzle, always overthinking. And this is actually making you feel emotionally imbalanced or out of place. All right? So if you're resonating with that, then this is the perfect time for you to go inward and always trust your inner voice, your own intuition. Because most of the time, the answer lies within us. We just don't trust the messages or, the downloads that we're actually even getting from our guides. Sometimes we have the tendency to doubt it. So group number 3, if you're resonating with that, if you have questions that you need assistance with, go inwards, meditate, all right? And then ask the help of your starseed family, all right? Or the angels, or your guides, whatever, all right? Because I tell you, the answer lies within you. Sometimes you have the tendency to always look for answers from outside of ourselves. And it's only normal to seek advice, inputs from others. But always remember that the answer also lies within us. So use your intuition. You got the intuition card so many times as well. This is a message for group number 3. They wanted you to trust your intuition as it will guide you to the right path. Okay? So that's about it, group number 3. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I won't be surprised, by the way, if a lot of air signs chose this pile. I'm picking up so much Aquarius or signs like Aquarius and Libra. Or even Gemini, but mostly Aquarius and Libra. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll see you again next week. Bye for now.